Bells chime, spirits awake, mask up for the ghost parade. Welcome, dear guest. Are you here for the night of remembrance? It's the only night in a year when the lost souls return to the mortal realm. Wear your mask and blend into this special gathering. You never know who or what might be hiding behind the mask. Well, that's a plain reaction. Can't scare you, huh? All right, let me explain it properly. The Night of Remembrance is an annual festival in Eglertown, dedicated to honouring those who have passed. When night falls, people dress up like ghosts and join in a variety of activities. And, oh dear, can't quite remember the rest. Anyway, to satisfy your curiosity, why not see for yourself? All you need is a mask.
Like this one?
This is the mask of the laureate. What an honour to meet the new laureate in person. Yes, this one will do perfectly. The laureate enjoys the same privileges as the host of this festival, so please enjoy yourself tonight.
Cantarella? What's she doing here?
What a pleasure to meet you again. So what brings a distinguished laureate to this ghostly place? Tired of heavenly views, are we? Are you here to savor the underworld's wonders and dance with its spirits? Why not? What harm could there be in a ghost of the deep reveling among spirits? Also, what are you implying? On the night of remembrance, it's only natural that the departed return to the mortal realm for their unfulfilled wishes. Still, it'd be best if they didn't stir up trouble for the living. In my humble opinion, lost souls find peace only when their wishes are fulfilled. Then perhaps they'll stop haunting people. Since fate has brought you here, why not offer your aid to those poor restless souls? I'll join you, of course. No need to jump to conclusions. Who knows? It might actually be you doing me a favor. Every night of remembrance brings its own theme, and this year, it's the Ghost Girl. Imagine this. An innocent girl lost in the dark sea, fear ripping her apart as her soul drifts away. While her body sinks ever deeper into the abyss, despair consumes her bit by bit until she transforms into a monstrous phantom. A thrilling story, don't you agree? Like savoring a medium-rare lamb chop served with oysters. One tender slice and the crimson juice spills, adding just the right flavor to the already exquisite dish. Oh, is it too much for an innocent lamb like yourself? My apologies. I hope this doesn't dampen your spirits. Now, back to our topic. Hidden among the stalls set up for tonight are 3 riddles entwined with the tale of the Ghost Girl. Yet these stalls are rather elusive. Rumor has it that they might even be run by demons. But of course, there are no demons in this world, only distorted frequencies, or men cloaked in disguise, driven by their unmet desires. Dealing with them requires no money. Instead, they sift through your desires, choosing what to claim for themselves. Isn't that enchanting? There's no thrill in simply buying all your heart's desires with mere money. And now, we have the main course for tonight. Whoever solves all 3 riddles and uncovers the mystery of the Ghost Girl can ask the host for an elixir. Whether to turn stones into gold, grant eternal youth, or even bring the dead back to life. Whichever you want, this potion is here to make it real. In that case, why not unravel the lies and find the truth yourself? It could be quite enjoyable. Come and join me in this game. I know you won't let go of any potential clues. Besides, there are certain places that only you may be able to reach. As for me, I happen to need a special elixir myself. Well, it requires more than you might imagine. The finest ingredients, precise procedures, impeccable techniques, and of course, the proper mood. But with you at my side, even the most intricate elixir would be a delight to create. I'd love to explore this with you, be it elixir or poison.
Give all you have, call the lost from their rest.
That sounds uncanny.
Oh, sorry. Forgive me if it unsettles you. It's an old folk song about the Night of Remembrance. They say its eerie melody has a strange frequency that can draw the attention of ravenous demons. Ah, I can feel it now. There it is, the first stall.
Would you like to reach for the brightest star in the sky? Or indulge in the greatest joy of the mortal world? Or maybe nothing could ever satisfy your endless desire.
Always so playful, Mammon. Unfortunately, my friend here isn't driven by greed. All we seek is the first riddle of the Ghost Girl to set the tone for tonight. After all, even the smallest catch can serve as a splendid entree for a grand feast.
I see. But nothing comes for free. If you want it, you'll have to trade me something entertaining. Perhaps a loaf of bread that speaks, oil that melts into water, or a glimpse into Thessalia's hidden past. Oh, just for me? That would be an honor I'd truly relish. How marvelous! I hear the sounds of birth and doom, of everlasting mountains and seas, and the fierce pulses of life. This is life's symphony, each note threaded by the loom of time,
more alluring than any siren's call. As promised, here is the first riddle, the siren's song. Long ago, a group of girls followed the siren's call out of town. They journeyed to the crown atop the mountain and to the waterfall that cascaded into the depths below. Beyond this riddle, I, Mammon, have yet another gift to offer for your performance. Please take this music box. It's dusty with age, but it might just sing again with a song like you just played.
That person does seem a bit extra.
It's understandable. Hearing a laureate perform is an honor, a blessing for everyone in Renacita. Even this music box should be humming along in admiration. Oh, so that's why this little thing isn't behaving. Someone must have silenced it, leaving it unable to sing.
If you look at this music box from above, doesn't it resemble a big apple?
Now that you mention it, indeed it does. Perhaps Mammon has offered us a little aperitif. All right. I know where we need to go next. The second riddle is waiting for us.
I know what you came for. Without exceptional insight and unparalleled courage, all you'll end up with are mere scraps. If you lack what I seek, then just swallow the scraps with the ashes.
Good enough for the fishes, perhaps, but hardly something to serve at the table. This distinguished friend of mine deserves nothing less than the finest dish and the freshest apple.
Well then, give it a try. May you find the freshest apple. Go on, make a choice. Let's see if this apple holds the prize you seek. What made you choose this one? Was it your sharp intuition, or the ability to see right through everything? No need to answer. There's something in you. I can tell your soul is burning like a flame that no ash could ever smother. Take this luck hidden within the freshest apple. Go on, you deserve it. This little taste of luck is just a starter. Now, allow me to serve the main dish. Here comes the second riddle, the red apple. The girls lined up for their apples, each one in a vivid, glistening red. But why would apples appear in the deep sea? Whether it brings luck or misfortune, taste it and see for yourselves.
People of Renacita often use coin tosses for divination. Heads up signifies good fortune, a sign of following the sacred path. Tails up, however, invites misfortune, a mark of defiance against the divinity. Are these dolls blessed or cursed? Perhaps the last riddle will give us a clue.
Which is the most beautiful among these dolls? This one has bright eyes. That one has a nice nose. And that one there has red lips. Wait, this one's got to be a bit less pretty. Can't let it outshine me. Oh, so frustrating. They're all gorgeous, but none quite live up to my standards. Now tell me, what do you think? Which doll stands out the most?
If we obey the divine will, does that really bring us luck?
Wonderful. As long as you follow the divinity, luck will surely be on your side. Now, for dessert, I present you with fortune cookies. This is the last riddle, the round hat. A girl dons her red dancing shoes and wears a scarlet hat, ready for the final act of her performance. Now, all the riddles are in your hands. Whether the answers will rise like bubbles from the witch's cauldron, well, that's up to you.
Now all the riddles are here, like fish returned to the sea. However, they are entangled in a maze of seaweed. How would you free them from the maze? The siren song, the red apple, the red shoes and the round hat. Among the tales of Renacita, all these three end bitterly. However, with the laureate's aid, we may see a different ending tonight. Since all stories are rooted in reality, perhaps we should take a closer look at the 3 items we've collected. Let's see. A dusty, broken music box, a cog-like lucky coin, and a doll in a red hat. They're all out of production now. None of the music boxes these days use this kind of cog. Looks like these little trinkets are relics from the past. Good cash. As a girl, I used to while away those endless, quiet hours in the castle by playing with such things. Perhaps some part of me still remembers what to do. No, I'm certain I still do. It seems all we need is the laureate's performance to breathe life back into this old relic.
The show begins.
What was that? My head. This pain's getting worse. I need a break somewhere.
You've been under this influence far too long, especially in a place filled with spirits. I should have warned you sooner. You need a proper rest, and we're not far from Thessalio Fells. Come to my castle. I have potions there that can help ease the strain. This can help you feel better. This potion is crafted from freshly crushed barnacle leaves, mixed with the sap of violaca, sea okra, and sea apple, all fermented in a glass vial. Each of these lovely plants is cultivated here, hand-picked, sorted, and blended by my own hands. As the poisonous ingredients entwine, their toxins soften over time, like nightmares transforming into the sweetest dreams. Don't worry, it's perfectly safe and even delightful. Drink up and rest a while. Though I may not be able to lift the curse binding you just yet, I can certainly help tame it for now. Excuse me for a moment. It's time I tend to the flowers.
apple in the sea. Sea apple! Jelly rose, round hat. Could the round hat worn by the girl in the riddle actually be a poisonous jelly rose Medusa? If that's true, then the ghost girls indeed have a connection to the Phasalias. I need to discuss this with Cantarella.
You've made it here. I'm glad to see you're feeling better. Now, we can finally have a proper conversation. Did you come all this way for me? Or are you in search of the secret slumbering in the deep? Such greed. Rest assured, I'm here to unravel the secrets with you, as I promised.
What exactly are the sea apples and the jelly roses in the garden used for?
The crimson sea apple, also called the alluring reaper, is a dangerous plant. A single bite can lead to paralysis, suffocation, or the excruciating pain of a burnt throat and torn organs, ultimately bringing its victim an agonizing death. As for the jelly roses, their blooms will transform into jelly rose medusae. These little ones can produce a neurotoxin that induces intense hallucinations, and in extreme cases, causes the body to seize and twist in a violent, uncontrollable dance of death. The two lethal plants have been meticulously nurtured by generations of the Phasalia family, flourishing within the gardens of Portoveno Castle for centuries.
So my guess was correct. The red apple in the second riddle refers to the sea apple, and the round hat in the last riddle points to the Jelly Rose Medusa. As for the first riddle, Siren's Song, the crown atop the mountain and the waterfall that cascaded into the depths below clearly points here. A crown-like castle that sits atop a jagged cliff with a waterfall rushing down. It seems the girls in the riddle were lured into the Portovino castle. The strange frequencies coming from the music box probably reflect the suffering of the ghost girls who were poisoned and tortured in the castle. But why? Why would the Phasalia family do this? I don't believe you'd engage in such senseless cruelty or suffering. There should be a reason behind this. Wait. There's one Phasalia tradition that might explain it. The Divine Trials. It's a ritual to select a maiden of extraordinary willpower. Phasalia who can withstand the throaty whispers. I assume such a method for the trials.
Well, I never imagined you'd solve the mystery so quickly. You never cease to amaze me. The truth behind the Ghost Girl riddle is none other than the grim secret of the Divine Trials. The blood and tears shed in these trials throughout the years have seeped into this castle and concocted what we now call the Sea of Ghosts. There, past and future intertwine, and Phasalia's ancient secrets cling to the cracks of time like grotesque scabs. With you by my side, I would relive that trauma and unfold the layers of forsaken time for a closer look. And if you find these scabs have somehow crept onto my very flesh and feel the need to cut them away, I'll place my full trust in you and leave it in your hands. My promise. Whether it's elixir or poison, I'm ready to explore it with you. I, Cantarella Phasalia, value every promise I made to you, and vow to see them through. Now, the answers we seek lie in the depths of fierce undercurrents. Will you join me and dive into the deep sea? The strange frequency you carry is indeed from the Sea of Ghosts. That message with the distorted frequency is no doubt a creation of this Sonoro. I don't know why it reached you, but the answer is hidden within. After we uncover the truth, its influence on you will fade. Once we enter the sea, I'll be right by your side, tightly. No poisonous creature shall harm you. For you are the one I've chosen. Excellent. Together we dive into the Sea of Ghosts.
castle. Something feels off.
Yes and no. The past has spilled into the overflowing frequencies have enveloped the entire castle, forming this sonora, the sea of ghosts. The voices of the ghosts rise faintly from the depths, like the soft pop of a bursting bubble. Listen closely to these whispers of the past. Piece together these fragile clues, and the answers will emerge on their own. But do take caution. One wrong step in these murky depths, and we may be drawn into an endless abyss. With a bit of light, though, we can hold back the darkness. Though the black of the sea is overwhelming, I've managed to preserve the last ray of light. You see, light is something darkness can never fully devour. As long as it flickers, it can guide us out. I, Cantarella Thessalia, hereby grant you unrestricted passage through Portoveno Castle. Let us explore and weave through the past and future together. We are now in a fragment of the past. You've done well. The past that emerges from the sea of ghosts is not entirely real. It only reveals what it chooses to show, which means we must uncover the hidden truth ourselves. Spirits bound in the cracks of time, wonder no more. Please set them free with the light. They've been trapped here for far too long.
that can grant any wish. Sounds familiar. The girls must have been lured here by such impossible promises. Cantarella, since you were part of the trials yourself, why not just tell me the secret?
There. We are surrounded by twisted frequencies. It seems they're guiding us towards the truth of the divine trials. And that truth holds the key to solving the girl mystery. During the trials, the ever-present abyss silently watched over us. I can feel the sonorosphere has recreated that same ominous gaze. If I were to reveal everything about the past all at once, this sonoro could grow unstable, or even collapse, drowning us in its wake. To keep us safe, we must tread carefully and avoid taking reckless actions. So let's listen carefully to what the sea is trying to tell us.
Let's make them count. Obstruction. To pieces. Good. Down to the micron. Flicker into form. Excise in a breath.
The divine trials stand as a hallowed tradition of the Phasalia family, a ritual that demands every family member to offer their daughters to face the ordeal. Yet tales of these perils have driven some to seek out young girls resembling their own and use them as substitutes. These girls' parents are often offered a generous sum of money or sweet promises as compensation. Behind this intricate web stands the late head of Thessalia. To him, the Thessalia daughters who had been replaced were nothing more than useless stones. The substitutes, however, he considered rough gems that could be polished into dazzling jewels through suffering. For him, regardless of blood, the maiden must be a Thessalia. To this end, no sacrifice was too great.
Obstruction. Cutting through the numbers.
Take a breath. I'm right here. Oh, this will be fun. Why not savor this? This book looks familiar. Just put it back on the right shelf, like how you did before. Savor this. Why not savor this? savor this, Well done. You never disappoint me. They say most questions can be answered in books. But can they really? To avoid the watchful eyes, the girls formed secret pacts in whispers. Hum a special tune. Use the right color. Knock on the door 3 times every 2 seconds. In the cold, unfathomable sea, they clung to each other, seeking warmth and comfort. The little fish huddled close, unaware of who might vanish or what tomorrow would bring. Why not savor this? The Phasalia family is built on poison, and from a young age, every Phasalia child is introduced to it. Years of exposure gradually build up resistance. At first we suffered, but over time, few poisons could harm us. We are no longer merely the bearers of poison. We become the poison itself. Sweet dreams, girls. May you rest in peace. Oh, this will be fun. Sink into the endless deep. Try not to blink. Surge of deep tides. Riptides. Maybe try knocking 3 times, as the girls once did. Knock, knock, knock. seems safe here. We can catch our breath amid the surging undercurrents. Even in the depths of the sea, there would be a place for resting, like the eye of a storm. Perhaps we should take a moment to explore this room. It seems like an ideal setting to gather our thoughts, or simply rest. Young girls are always brimming with dreams. Though their bodies are caged, their hearts take flight, winging freely through realms of imagination. They recorded these ideas on paper, each word melting into a sweet candy to soothe their sorrows. I still remember there was a bookshelf that kept many such pure, sweet fantasies. Even as poison gnawed at their bodies, they never lost faith in a future where freedom might bloom. Before opening the door, have you ever imagined a scene where seawater rushes out, flooding everything before you? But for now, I don't think that will happen. We haven't quite reached the deep waters yet. Should we go now and see what the jellyfish are trying to say? Lovely. Don't forget to knock 3 times. Darkness breeds the unknown, and the unknown gives birth to fear. In a place like this, the only anchor you can rely on is the faint light by your side. Trust its guidance. It will clear a path through the shadows and quell your fears. Why not savor this? Why not savor this? Can the glimmers from these delicate drifters truly light up the entire sea? It seems like fate insists we move as one, side by side. In the realm of poison, none can rival the Jelly Rose Medusa. Ah, a scent I know well. There's a Jelly Rose Medusa lying in wait just a little deeper. They tend to be wary when alone, their nerves quick to tingle at the slightest move. But worry not, I know what to do. We desire, and so we find. Why not savor this? I know this bookshelf well. Today it seems ambitious, hungry to devour 2 books at once. One titled Past, the other Present. Why not savor this? What we want has a way of appearing when least expected. Why not savor this? Are we prisoners to the insatiable appetite for knowledge, or to the ever-expanding void? Yet I trust your eyes. They'll see through the tricks hidden within. Feel the time